It started 4 years ago. I've got a diagnostic of gluten intolerance. So that's how I started to be more interested in what is in our plate. And I was looking for fiber. And I discovered the lupins. The lupin is harder under the teeth. Mm-hmm. So it's mostly interesting. And find out that it's really, really rich in fiber. So after that, I was really interested to find out more information about that. So that's how I bought some, because we import some lupins in salt water, because it's a Mediterranean food. So Portuguese and Italians eat it at the as appetizers.
Yeah, anyone who's traveled to Portugal, for example, they serve lupins in, as you mentioned, salty water and brine, and it is everywhere, literally everywhere. But then you decided that you would take on the production of lupins here in Quebec. Yes. What was the challenge there?
It's really a naive way. So in the meantime, the university levels launched, it was the second or third year of agriculture camp, organic agriculture camp. So I filled up the subscriptions, and my project was
selected.
Right. It's just happened between a month.
So therefore, you get selected to produce this to do this project, yes. And you find a land and you start cultivating lupins.
That's it. Almost. Because I got a problem with the seeds. There's no seeds in North American. Though no seeds production in North American. So I had to go in the Europe side to find out some seeds and import them and start the project. And so I did the pilot tests in 2020, in 2021, and finally in 2022, that's the harvest productions that I transform.
Where do you produce physically in Quebec?
I work with agriculture partner. So for the last years, this was on the Côte Saint-Anne and also in Beauce.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't...
Because it's organic agriculture, for sure.
So we'll get into that in a moment. Because are you literally on the land doing it? What I understand is you have agricultors... what I understand is that you have farmers working in collaboration with you.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the challenge there of producing something that was not known to Quebec, importing seeds from Europe, and introducing something to the market that is not known?
No, it's unknown.
What's the challenge?
It's unknown, but during the pandemic, there's a way more interested in the food autonomy. Mm-hmm. And also the vegetables proteins get increased. So that's opened a lot of opportunity to introduce the lupins. So that's helped to get more people interested into the project. Mm-hmm. For sure, you should find some people who are interested in new activities. So,
well, foodies are always aware of what's new and what's happening, and I'm sure that you automatically speak to the people. You mentioned something very quickly. You mentioned organic farm. That's something that I saw it in your eyes. You were really proud to say that, and you kind of wanted me to focus on that. Well, how important is sustainable and organic farming to your business, Croque Lupin, to your mission?
It's because we want to protect the planet, for sure, and the next generations. So before, in the meantime, I did some university. You have some mock program in sustainability. So I did those programs in management responsibility and also based on the ODD, and I mean the sustainable objective of the United Organizations. So. So for me, it's just a value. It's very, very important to protect the planet and make sure that what we eat is the most cleanable possible. So all the ingredients in my projects are also in mostly organic or natural ingredient.
I don't know. What do you mean by natural ingredient?
I mean, it's not transformations ingredient.
Okay.
The spicy oil, everything. It's not chemical or.
It's not highly transformed. That's for sure. So what's the process? You grow it.
Yes.
Then what happens? So once you have it in the land, what are you looking for? Then what? Give me a sense of what happens from the land to you taking lupins and marketing them. What is the process there for Croque Lupin?
It's I always say in English. I say in French. It's grande culture. I don't know.
It's grande culture.
Grande culture.
So big culture.
Big culture. I don't know in English what it means, but it's for sure with all the equipments the same thing of cereals or soya or other legumes. So it's the same process. So, and you collect it as dry. So it's a dry crops. And then you have to crib the crops and transform it after. So it can be stock or for long periods. That's one of the benefits. And I'm working with the mycelium incubations program for a new startup. Mm-hmm. So that's where I start. So I'm using the transformation kitchen to do the process.
So Mycelium is in collaboration with Laval University. It's a startup incubator where people who have an idea, who like yourself, think that you want to introduce something new to the market. You knock on their door, you present your project, just like you did with Laval University, and therefore they help you to market your product. Yeah. I see you when I walk into the Grand Marché. You're often in their kitchen. Yes. You're cooking there. You are transforming everything yourself. You literally are doing everything yourself, except for the agricultural side, I understand.
Yeah, for the moment, but for sure I'm looking to increase the productions and go on the industrial process. But in the meantime, now I hire some employees to help me because for sure it's the increase of the process, the commercializations.
Yeah. Did you, Annie? I mean, I'm listening to your story, and you say that you discovered you had the diagnosis of being, gluten intolerant, and then you start doing some, research. You find that there's something available on the market, but therefore not available on the market. I mean, you just mentioned that you're looking for employees. How do you feel? Did you expect to do this kind of project in your life? Because you come from a whole other background.
Yes, I do. I'm an accountant, and for the last few years, I'm working with the Ville de Quebec as a professional in sustainability strategy. But no, at the beginning, I didn't expect that everything goes so fast. Okay, it goes very fast and it goes very well. We win the Innovations Prize with the Conseil des transformations alimentaires du Québec. I'm surprised of the receptions of everything and how fast it goes, but I cannot be more happier.
Why are you surprised that it's going so fast?
Because it's unknown. So that's why. I thought that this will be more longer. I was ready for that, but I thought that it would be longer. Mm-hmm. But I'm so happy for the receptions and the opening that the people have to know more about that.
Clearly growing interest, consumer interest in plant-based proteins. I mean, you fit right. Croque Lupin fits right in the trend. I'm not surprised to see you grow so fast, considering that already is something that's so readily available in Europe.
Yeah.
What are the plans? You are 2 steps ahead. You have a vision for your company.
Yes.
Are you planning on doing anything else that is lupin-based?
Oh, sure. On my website. What I want, it's on my website with all the possibility with the lupins. But you can do cosmetics. I can do more flowers. I can do topping.
Milk?
Sorry?
Milk? Sort of like
milk.
A vegetable-based liquid? Yeah.
Anything you you think it can be done with Lupins too. But it's less in fat and less in carbohydrate. So sometimes it's make the activity more harder. Like for the moment, it's a crunch snack. But to make it crunch, it took me few months, close to a year, to achieve the treatments to make sure that it will be not hard because it's less in carbohydrate.
So why were you looking for that crunch? What's interesting for you in a crunch?
Because it's a snack. Mm-hmm. Because when you talk legumes to the kids, they don't like it. Because it's soft in mouth. It's not interesting. Sometimes it's less of flavor. So the kids like it. So you can introduce proteins and fibers, less in carbohydrate and fat, to your kids.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting that I'm speaking with someone that had a career. You had a very successful career, as you mentioned, working for the city in sustainable development. And now you're starting a whole other career at another time in your life, at a maybe later time in your life.
A later time.
What would you say to people who are listening right now that maybe feel they don't have the capacity, the knowledge, or maybe they feel they're too old to go into a new business and start a business and go out there and bring something new to consumers?
We have only one life. And don't chase your dreams. Just do your dreams. That's what I did. We are the only one who can do the choice. So we have to do a choice. So I did the choice to try it. You try it. What the worst case scenario is not going to work. That's it. So you can do it again. You can do anything else.
You're living the best case scenario now.
Yes, I do. I do. At the beginning, when you go in the entrepreneurship, what's you want to do, it's make the difference. That's the start of your success, is to make sure you're going to do a difference. That's it. And then you will see if it's going to work or not.
Then you learn how to let go.
Yes.